Hello. I'd like to discuss the Batch at a Glance quantitative analysis application, and I'll organize this discussion directly from the menu. So let's discuss the file menu. As you can see, I've got Open Batch, and I could just pick straight from here. These are batches that had recently been opened. Of course, I can exit the application. Let me open a batch. Now notice that I get a dialog here which shows me the data, the .b directories that are located in this batch, drugs of abuse. Also note that the results, the analysis results, and the reporting results and reports would end up in the quant reports directory. So the batch names that I've saved, drugs of abuse small, and this test batch are sitting here. I'm going to pick the drugs of abuse demo and open that batch will now load. I see now the signals that are present in this drugs of abuse batch. And if I wanted, after I've done some analysis work to save that, I would simply save the batch under the same name, or if I wanted to save it as a different name, I would then give it a different name, new named batch. Now let me take you through the steps that would happen if I had a new batch. So I'm going to close this batch. Now there is no batch name, there is no data, and there is no method present. So the first step is I will create a new batch, and I will name that batch right here, giving it a file name. I will call it my new batch. Now that it has a name, you see that in the title bar here, the next logical step would be to add samples to that batch. So I will add samples. This will show me the samples, the .b data files that exist in that directory. This is normal if I'm acquiring all the data files associated with a batch into a single directory. So I will select those, and now they have become part of this batch. And I'll see the sample information, the acquisition date time, and other information like the level, sample names that have been part of the acquisition step in the work list running. So that gives you an overview of the file menu, opening an existing batch, creating a new batch, saving the batch, closing the batch, adding samples to the batch, and then, of course, exiting the application.